We're back! Woo! I know you've missed us.
We know you've missed us. Over the past year, we've been a bit busy.
We've been busy girls. What do you expect?
So,
Yes.
today, Kayla had the idea of answering questions that boys want to know the answer to.
Boys want to know, and we're gonna answer them. So yeah,
We're gonna spill the tea.
spill the tea.
Quite
literally.
Bunda.
The ba-bum. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. What with Amelia? Yeah. What's the bumba? What's the bumba?
Bunda.
It's Bunda, baby. It's Bunda.
It is.
Do you want to go first?
So the first question is, why do girls say they don't want gifts or flowers when they actually do?
It depends girl to girl. I feel like I don't want any hassle. I don't want any I don't want to put someone out, like,
Really?
yeah.
Oh no. Someone can be put out for me.
I love that mentality. I wish I had that mentality.
Firstly, I think boys should give girls gifts and flowers. Like, they shouldn't lose that gentlemanly. I think in this day and age they do, but they shouldn't. But I think when you tell a boy, I want gifts and flowers, and they do it, it's not meaningful because you've told them to do it. So that's why they say no when they actually do, because they want you to do it off your own accord.
That is, to be fair,
That's why I think.
that's good, because then I feel like you know for a fact they're not just doing it because they want to please you for 5 minutes and then go back to the way that they can act because they've done that one little nice thing. If they want to do it, they'll do it. I think also I'm really bad at receiving gifts as well. I feel so awkward.
Oh my god, I feel so awkward.
Yeah.
I literally I can't.
So if you guys have any thoughts on that,
Exactly.
let the boys know.
Yeah.
The next question we've got, so why do girls get so much satisfaction out of cuddling?
Love a cuddle. I think it's just because cuddling is just more, I feel like you're like soul to soul. It's more like an emotional bond you want from cuddling, and I think you're like looking into each other's eyes, or you're like touching their skin when it's not like in a sexual way. It's just more meaningful for a girl, I would say.
I feel like the same for
Yeah.
me. I would also say I really like physical touch. Like, I'm a very touchy-feely person. I like having that that closeness. And they're warm as well. So that's good for my cold hands and feet. It's lovely.
Exactly. So keep cuddling.
But I feel like boys like a cuddle as well, but I don't think they want to admit it as much as girls do. From, I don't know, my experience, boys love cuddle, I swear.
They do, but I think girls like a long cuddle. Like, I would be quite happy cuddling in bed. This is kind of cringe, but I prefer a cuddle where you're actually like face to face looking at each other. I think when it's front on, I think it's more meaningful in terms of like body language wise.
I do love it, like when a guy's like cuddling you from behind and their arms are like this. It just feels so like cared for. I feel like it's a caring.
Oh my god, yes, I love that. So the next one is, why do girls like to use their own shampoo even if you have some available for them to borrow?
Majority of the time we have very different texture. I can't speak. Very different textured hair. As well as some girls have dyed hair as well. And boys tend to use a 3-in-1 thing where it's like shampoo, conditioner and body wash. How can one thing work in that? I don't know. And
also I think with boys, I have like used some boy shampoos in the past, or what's available, and I would just get really itchy hair. Like, I just think because your hair's used to your own products. Also, for the curly girls out there, like, I know you've got to use special things for your hair. So yeah, I think that's why like girls do research into products. We're not offending your shampoos, but it's the same with skincare as well.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like when you're used to your own products, I think you feel like they work better for you. And I've heard that the boys like our sweet smelling glittery pink shampoo, conditioners, body wash. I've heard that as well. I remember when I was friends with this guy, we were like best friends and like, you know, in a group, and we'd like go out and stuff, and like after I'd shower like in the morning, after we've all had like a big sleepover, love a sleepover, the boys would ask me like, oh, what body wash or what shampoo, and it's Snow Fairy from Lush.
Oh my god, I love that one. That's really nice.
It's insane. It's like bubble gum. It's like really sweet, but even like boys love it. And I'm pretty sure when I went on holiday with one of the guys, they used it as well because they liked it so much. So it's not just us, not just the girls. Our next question, is: do girls look at a boy's Instagram before dating?
Yes, I am terrible. I look at highlights, I look at tag photos, I look at comments on each photo. I'll even go to the extreme of looking at likes. I am so bad at it. I really shouldn't be at this bad, because you do formulate an opinion before you actually meet the guy, which you really shouldn't. I just kind of like to know what I'm getting myself into, like almost like a CV check for me. I do. I'll probably go to the extremes, but yeah, I do.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I feel like I tend to have a look at Instagram, but I don't go that deep.
I'm a psycho.
I mean, you're doing your market research.
I am.
I definitely have a look. I feel like boys' Instagrams aren't the best.
Oh no, they're awful.
I feel like they either have like 4 photos, or they have like hundreds, which are literally just all of them and their friends, which is quite cute. Like, I like seeing like a boy when they're like in their groups, but it's always on nights out. Like, I feel like you don't really get a good insight into a boy's life on Instagram.
I feel like the best Instagram is someone who is not all photos about them and only them. I would say it needs to be 2 or 3 like selfies, whether I would say only when you're on holiday or when it's your birthday or you're at an occasion and you actually look smart and nice, and then the rest with your friends. But the friends' photos are not drunken nights out, almost like preying. That is the best Instagram. And also like travelling photos, love.
Oh, we do love good.
Yeah, we love that. But
Culture.
Yeah, that would be my perfect Instagram for a guy.
You want 60% friends, kind of days out stuff. 40% you.
Yeah.
Good ratio.
Yeah, good ratio.
Good ratio.
I would love to know what boys think about girls.
Could you let us know in the
please.
comments? Yeah,
I really want to know, because my Instagram is very vain.
I was going to say, I had to archive like 5 selfies a day. It's too much. Yeah. Too much. But I do have a lot of friends I would say that I have got quite good with my friends on Instagram. It's interesting to see what each other thinks. So yeah, let us know in the comments.
So the next question is, why do girls always judge other girls' makeup? And this did actually come from a boy asking, so it's just not a girl.
So it's not, you know, it could be that you and this person don't get on, because I feel like that doesn't happen like, you know, when you just see someone for the first time. Like, I feel like that isn't a good thing. But I think when we were younger, I feel like I would judge more. Like now, I don't think I do at all. I think everyone does their makeup differently, and everyone's makeup suits their face and is for a certain reason, you know. Everyone likes their makeup in a different way, and I think that's fine. But when I was younger, I would say I definitely judged a lot more how this is makeup, because I thought that I could do makeup, but looking back, I really couldn't.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm not saying you're terrible.
Thanks for that. Jesus. Okay, no need to judge. It's fine. It's fine. I know it wasn't the greatest. So yeah, I think I would judge when I was younger. I would judge more. Now that I'm older, I don't really tend to anymore. It would only be like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do my eyeliner like that. My shadow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I would say I do agree with jealousy, but also I would say sometimes it is just bad. You might have put too much eyeshadow or too much bronzer. I do put too much bronzer on. But sometimes it's just bad and you can't unsee it. Like, yeah.
So the next question is, Would you be put off if your male counterpart earns less than you do?
Personally, I wouldn't at all, just because I'm quite an ambitious person by nature, and I would actually want to be the bread owner. Like
The bread owner?
The bread
The
owner.
baker.
The baker. I just want to be the owner of all those tiger loaves.
Tiger loaf?
I love them. I'm just my
All
favourite
the
bread.
tiger loaves, all the sourdoughs, all the
Sourdough.
ciabatta, all the focaccia.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want all of, and the what's the long one? The
A baguette.
Yeah, the baguette.
A baguette.
I literally want to be the breadwinner, just because like I'm very much like that's my person. I always want to achieve and everything like that, so it wouldn't bother me. If you love the person, you really do not care about this sort of stuff. And personally, I would rather be poor and in love than rich and unhappy. So I'm rich and not in love, so I don't actually care.
I feel like all that matters in life, because I think obviously I feel like money kind of helps in certain ways, like, you know, health wise or anything like that. So I feel like as long as you're comfortable with each other and your pay can give you a life that you are comfortable with and, you know, you're happy with, as long as you have each other, as long as you feel like you can support, you know, a normal average lifestyle, I guess, I feel like that's all that matters. And it doesn't bother me that if I earn more or if they earn more. All that matters to me is that we can live together, and what is mine is yours and what is yours is mine.
I just thought of a follow-up question. Would you be put off, say if there was, I don't know, something to do with the house, or you need a plumber, issue, electrician, but because the other person doesn't earn like on the same level as you, you've got to put more in. How would you feel about putting more in?
Personally, for me, it wouldn't bother me that I'd have to put more in, because I'd be living in that environment as well, and I'd want it fixed anyway. I think it's just give and take. I feel like, you know, I take you out for dinner, then maybe like a few weeks down the line you take me out for dinner, but I wouldn't be counting the money like that they borrowed from me, or like I feel like you either. This is obviously like when you're. I'm thinking when you're married. Like this is what I'm thinking.
That's kind of,
You know, so I feel like when you're married, I feel like you have one bank account and it all just goes into one anyway. So like both of your money, it doesn't matter if I'm earning 40% and he's earning 60%, but when it comes together, that's our money.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So your salary will go straight into a joint account?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't want that.
Would you not?
No, I would want our own bank accounts where our salaries will go into, but then I want a joint bank account open where each month we put X amount in. No, I would not want the salaries to come together. Yeah.
It's interesting that everyone's so different.
Yeah. What would you like your partner to wear, and how would you feel about male jewellery?
So, for me, I like a boy who wears baggy jeans, baggy jumper, beanies, trainers, and I do like jewellery on boys, whether it be gold or silver. I like necklace, I like rings, but not like crazy amounts.
I have dated guys who don't do jewellery and dated guys that do like jewellery. I originally didn't like it on a guy. I don't know, I don't have a reason why. I think I was just not used to it. The previous person I dated, he had like necklaces, he had rings, he was wearing all the baggy clothing as well, and a beanie. Maybe you should have dated him. But I get why people like it. I just think I was just not familiar with it. It wouldn't put me off dating someone, I would say. But for a first date, what I'd ideally want someone to wear is, I don't know, I wouldn't want, like, I would say jeans, but not tight jeans. Maybe a plain top and like a shirt.
I feel like, to be fair, when someone wears what suits them, they look better. Recently, I really like skater boy kind of vibes.
Same. I mean, like, the last person I dated wore all that. He would have like long shirts, like, but his whole torso was out. Loves the cargo pants. I really did like his fashion sense. It was just very different. I'm not really too picky on fashion, I would say.
I feel like I'm the type of person, as long as I think you look nice and presentable, and it suits you and your style and the way that you are, as long as you're being authentic.
Best thing is that you smell nice.
Oh
I think
my God,
that is
yes.
just it.
Oh my god, I swear to God.
Yeah.
When a boy walks past and they smell nice, there is something, I don't know what it is, but I love it. I look and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're like drawn and you get all these like vibes around your body, tingles.
We do love the tingles.
We love the tingles.
We do love the tingles. So the next question we have is, how do girls feel about bad boys?
Oh, I do love a bad boy. The reason why girls love bad boys, from my point of view, is they just like that dominance. Because bad boys don't really care, but girls like that because they like the guy not caring, because it makes them chase them more. When you get that attention from that guy, you feel more like empowered and that he really likes you. It's almost as like when someone says, you know, don't look and you look kind of thing. I would say that was kind of at school. Like bad boys, you find them attractive, naughty, they're just oozing masculinity. I think as you get older you realise the bad boys for like a long-term relationship is not sustainable. I think that's why you want to go for like a nice decent guy.
I also feel like when you're young and you're watching all of these films, I feel like they really influence you. And a lot of the storylines, if you watch loads of films aimed at like young teens, early 20s, like kind of that bracket, when you look at them, it's all the time a bad guy meets a good girl.
Yeah, all the time.
And then the good girl brings out the good in the bad guy. So I feel like as a young girl, you think that you can fix this person who has, I don't know, aggression problems or things like that. Girls thrive and go after that because of what they think they've seen being true when it's not.
Yeah.
And like you said, as you get older, you learn and you realise that really all you need is ease, simplicity, a good person who really likes you and wants to take care of you and build kind of a partnership with, rather than someone who's going to always, you know, kind of create drama and, you know, want arguments and stuff. It's too much.
Yeah.
But when you're young, you kind of live off the thrill.
Yeah, you do. That actually reminds me to a podcast I was listening to this morning, and it was like with a dating coach, like Matthew Hussey, who's into relationships, dating and all that sort of stuff. And he was basically saying that girls love a bad boy because, like, for example, James Bond, he was saying that the way James Bond is perceived, he has like little personality. It's all his actions, like killing people, the way he dresses, like it just oozes that masculinity. It's true, girls just love that, but in the long run, it's backwards.
Bad boys always catching my eye. The bad boys. That was honestly amazing.
That was so good. Thank you.
So good.
Thank you guys.
That was so good.
That was just a little preview.
Just for the next video. Karaoke. Woo. Bit of the karaoke. Oh, good. A bit of the karaoke.
How many times should a guy try to rearrange a date if the girl has always been cancelling before letting it go? I would say don't wait, if I'm honest. I'm just a bit savage like that.
Yeah.
They wasted your time. I think if it's if you're actually getting ready to go and you're actually there, then no. If it's like a day in advance or on the day, like in the morning, I would say it's okay if they have a good excuse and if they say, let's rearrange to this day. Okay. That is the only time.
The thing is when you're rearranging, I feel like what you said, make sure that they are giving you another date to meet up so that you know they mean it.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes I feel like when it's been one, maybe twice, where they, you know, cancel last minute or aren't replying or aren't responsive when wanting to meet up, I feel like, just sack it off because they need to give you another date to meet up, or they're probably a catfish. So
yeah. Exactly.
Like you're worth so much more than pining after someone who doesn't even want to meet up. Like that's not worth your energy. Put that energy that you're putting into that person in yourself.
100%. And girls do play games too. We are not stupid. We do know what we're doing. So yeah, literally 4 steps ahead.
Always. always. So watch out. Yeah, you watch out. Okay.
Yeah.
So our last question is, what top 5 things do you want a guy to ask you on the first date? So the types of questions that you want to be asked.
Firstly, I do like it when a guy asks girls questions on the date. I think they're interested in your life, which is a good sign. I would say, firstly, just like what you do in general. I think that's just a general question. What are your goals? I think that's really important for me, because it shows that he's interested in, you know, ambition, that sort of thing. Also, are you like family orientated? How close are you with your sisters and that sort of thing? I like that because I'm very family orientated myself. Then I would say the 4th one should be maybe your like hobbies and your passions, because like from that then hopefully the guy should be like, right, next date is this because she likes that. So I'm not giving you an idea there, but take notes. And then the 5th one should be at the end and should be like, have you enjoyed it? Because you don't want like miscommunication, and if you don't enjoy it, at least you can say it then and you're kind of on the same page. I think it's important to leave a date on the same page. There's no miscommunication over text. So those are my 5.
No, I think those are really good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to top that.
I've just had too much experience.
Yeah. Serial data.
Serial data.
For me, the first question I would like is, you know, did you get here okay? Like, how was your journey?
That's really nice. Yeah, I like that.
Because I feel like that just shows that they care, like that you've taken the time to go and meet them, you know, wherever you're meeting. Then my second one would be, what are your hobbies? I feel like that would be my like second question.
Okay.
What are your hobbies? Because I feel like that opens the pathway to similarities.
True.
And like common interests. And then I feel like that's an easy conversation to kind of like, you know, follow on.
Yeah.
My third would be, what do you want to drink?
Yeah,
I thought that's a good one. I feel like it's nice to kind of let them know, like Michaela was saying earlier on a date that she went on previously, that, you know, she ordered a drink, they gave her tonic and she said, no, I don't like tonic, I prefer lemonade. And then they did it again later on, and then he said, no, she doesn't like tonic, she likes lemonade. And I feel like that shows a lot of, you know, kind of attention to you and to what you like, which happened to me actually recently on a date. Yeah, because I said over text that I really like Chianti.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And then on my way to the date, the guy he got there first, and then he was like, you know, do you want me to order a bottle? And I was like, yeah, like, you know, thank you, that'd be really nice. And then he ordered Chianti and he remembered. So I think that's nice. So my 4th question would probably be, what do you want, like, in the, you know, out of the situation? Like, what do you want? What are you looking for? What are you looking for would be my 4th question, for sure. You can have an honest conversation about, like, past, you know, experiences, and then, you know, how you've learned from them and what you want going forward. And then my 5th question would be, do you want to do this again? How do you feel about going on another date?
That's interesting, because with the 4th one, I've always been in debates about this. Everyone's told me, ask him what he wants from this. But I always think, from a first date, you could meet the person who's amazing and you want a relationship, but then equally you can meet someone who you just want to have fun with. And I've been on both those things where I thought I wanted something, but then I changed to something else. So I feel like for that question, for me, I think it's too soon to ask. You might realise later on that you actually want something, but he might think you're after something else. I would ask that question mainly on like the 3rd date, personally.
No, I completely get you, because I feel like for me, like, it'd be more, what are you looking for in general?
Yeah.
Than with the person. Like, if you're asking directly, like, what do you want out of our situation, then I feel like, like, definitely too soon on the first date. Because sometimes, like, it's like, things can change.
Things can change. Always response is always near enough the same. They always say, depends on the person, or I'm open to anything. That's always their response. So I think 3rd date in, you're going to have more of a focused response.
I want to know, these questions we've answered, what boys would respond, what they think, if they agree, if they have different views. So if you guys are watching,
yes,
could you please let us know.
Let us know. We want to know.
Like, boys and girls are definitely, you know, thinking different things.
100%.
All the time.
All the time. Let us know if you've enjoyed it. We can always do a part 2. Let us know. But yeah.
3, 2, 1, bye!